Nation in the Americas and is facing an acute political, economic, security and health crisis, which has paralyzed the country and sparked the breakdown of law and order. As it was amply highlighted, almost everything in the country seems to be in a standstill, except for one: gang violence and lawlessness. Gangs own the street. They have broken down the law, making their own prevail. They have paralyzed normal life or preventing economic activity, including the distribution of diesel and petrol, making transport to halt, with result widespread looting and shootouts becoming increasingly common. Gangs are now getting together and are dictating their terms to the political actors. It is a symptom of their power, but also a symptom of what is coming if the situation is not immediately and properly addressed and reversed. When nearly half of Haiti's population is experiencing high levels of acute food insecurity, when thousands of citizens at the capital are suffering famine conditions, when all safeguards to prevent human rights violations and widespread abuse have been put down, when the state authority is now aware the situation has reached to the breaking point. People are right to ask, where is the state? Where is the political class? Who is behind the wheel? This dire situation will only get worse if some degree of security and rule of law is not immediately restored. Fight against gangs and their brutal violence, their criminal activity, their corruption, smuggling and trafficking of weapons should be the top priority. It is a first and a must. Otherwise, gangs will only rise and their suffocating power with metastatic grip will only increase. The security material help provided by the US and Canada is a most welcome move. As if this were not enough, this complex situation has enabled an outbreak of cholera, bringing back painful memories. Lack of fuel has forced the hospitals and health centers to cut services. Water delivery companies are shut down and creating conditions for an exponential increase of the disease across the country. It is therefore paramount to create a humanitarian corridor to allow fuel to reach the main hospitals and other cholera response centers and limit its spreading. Among other crimes committed, armed gangs have used rape, including collective rapes and other forms of sexual violence, to instill fear, punish, subjugate, and inflict pain to local populations with the ultimate goal of expanding their influence. You don't want to be a girl or a woman today in Haiti. This is the direct consequence of widespread impunity and ease of access to high-caliber weapons and ammunition trafficked from abroad. It must be reversed for life to have a meaning and future a prospect. In this respect, support for the UNODC action on the ground is paramount. Colleagues, Haiti needs help. It needs it now and should come in order of priority. We support the two draft resolutions proposed by the US and Mexico and are in favor of sanctioning those responsible, those who are strangulating an entire country and its population. We also fully support a strong and robust security mandate in order to provide authorities and law enforcement bodies with the necessary means to guarantee safe and adequate conditions of life. But let's be clear, it would be illusory to believe that solutions can only come from outside. The political class of Haiti should get its acts together, leave aside their vested interest or any other interest, but the one and the only one the country needs and that its desperate people hope for. Political actors cannot be bystanders of a house in fire. They should be the first actors to take it out. Only this may help bring back normality in order to tackle other major issues and create, at the appropriate time, the basis for elections to happen. We stand with Haiti and the Haitian people, and the best way for us, or for all of us, to show it is to act with urgency in considering the government's request for support by a united council. I thank you.
Je remercie.
I thank the representative of Albania for his statement. And I now give the floor to the representative of Norway.
Thank you, President. I thank SRG Lalim for the briefing. And I also welcome the Prime Minister of Haiti and Dominican Republic, as well as the representative of Belize and the Francophonie to this meeting. Norway welcomed that this meeting was brought forward to today. The situation in Haiti is alarming. We are appalled by the reported levels of violence, including widespread sexual and gender-based violence, as reported by the BINU and OHCHR report published just this Friday. It is also reported that many children have been killed or injured in crossfire, even while in their homes or schools. And boys and girls are being coerced to engage in gang activity. The population, especially children, in Haiti must be protected, and impunity for violation and abuses of human rights must end. We note the request of the government of Haiti for a special armed force to address the acute security crisis, and we welcome today's discussion on how we can best support Haiti's national police in improving the security situation. President, we commend the UN and humanitarian workers' tireless effort in Haiti during this difficult period. Their work is critical, particularly with the worrying resurgence of cholera. Swift action must be taken now to stop its spread, but this cannot happen if it remains impossible to reach areas in need with basic services like clean water. We reiterate the need for humanitarians to be granted access, their freedom of movement ensured, and for their supplies to be respected. President, with food security on the rise, we strongly condemn the looting of World Food Programme warehouses. This severely diminishes critical provisions. Civilians should not have to bear the brunt of criminality, and yet that is what we are seeing every day. Political compromises must be found to forge reconciliation and a path towards election. The only solution for Haiti is one created by Haitians themselves. Steps must be taken to restore order and trust for the sake of the Haitian people. President, Norway believes sanctions, as proposed by US and Mexico, can be an important tool to address violence committed by armed groups and criminal networks. It is important that the efficiency of such a sanction regime that includes safeguards for due process. The Security Council should have a clear view on how to deal with this issue going forward. One option is to look to existing processes such as the Office of the Ombudsperson. I thank you.
Je remercie la.
I thank the representative of Norway for her statement, and I now give the floor to the representative of the United Kingdom.
Thank you, President. And thank you to SOSG Lalim for her briefing, sobering briefing this afternoon. I recognise the presence of the representatives of Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Belize, and the Francophonie at the Council. And let me make 3 points today on behalf of the United Kingdom. First, We remain deeply concerned with the deterioration of the humanitarian situation within Haiti. Armed gangs blockading roads and restricting the transport of fuel throughout the country. As a result, medical services are unable to reach those people most in need, including those affected by the outbreaks of cholera which have exacerbated the misery of the Haitian people. Fuel must be able to reach hospitals, and routes into hospitals must be cleared so those affected can reach them. Perpetrators of gang violence must be held to account and denied the capacity to spread further instability and suffering. In this regard, we welcome the sanctions resolution proposed by the US and Mexico as a positive contribution to the security and stability of Haiti. Second, Mr. President, we acknowledge the Haitian government's urgent request for international support in tackling the current security situation. We welcome further Council discussion on the authorization of an international security assistance mission as proposed by the Secretary General. Led by Haitian leads, the international community should help restore effective governance and combat endemic gang violence. International efforts should also support an environment in which free and fair elections can be held as soon as possible. Third, the United Kingdom offers its full support to the UN Integrated Office in Haiti, who continue to operate in deeply challenging circumstances. BINU has provided invaluable assistance to the Haitian government over the course of its mandate. It will play a key role in creating the space for political stakeholders to agree a solution that restores security and stability for the Haitian people. Thank you.
Je remercie le représentant.
I thank the representative of the United Kingdom for his statement, and I now give the floor to the representative of the United Arab Emirates.
Mr. President, at the outset, I would like to thank Ms. Helen Lalim for her thorough briefing and their efforts in Haiti. We also welcome the participation of the Ministers of Foreign Affairs from Haiti and the Dominican Republic. We also welcome the representatives of Belize and the Organization of Francophonie in today's meeting. Mr. President, we strongly condemn the levels of extreme violence directly targeting civilians, including homicides, abductions, and child recruitment, and gangs continue to exercise control of neighborhoods and critical infrastructure in Haiti. We also condemn in the strongest terms acts of sexual and gender-based violence and its usage to terrorize, humiliate, and control the population. We once more stress the need for an end to the violence and the need for calm. In this regard, we welcome the government's efforts to seek solutions that immediately respond to the violence and insecurity and national, regional, and UN initiatives in pursuit of developing strategies that can build the capacity of these institutions to tackle corruption and effectively increase well-equipped state presence in the long term. We also look forward to discussing the options from the Secretary General's recent letter and working with Council members to support the Haitian people at this critical juncture, including working with the co-pen holders. Mr. President, the recent reports of the resurgence of cholera, severe food and water insecurity, and blockage of fuel facilities, particularly the main fuel terminal, further exacerbates the already multifaceted socioeconomic challenges that Haiti faces. We cannot let this escalate into another potentially severe health crisis. In this regard, we condemn the obstruction of basic services and delivery of humanitarian aid, and particularly the looting of such critical facilities. We reiterate the importance of ensuring the safe, immediate, and unhindered delivery of humanitarian aid to mitigate the suffering of the most vulnerable populations in Haiti. It is particularly relevant to keep this at the forefront during our current discussions on sanctions measures to avoid any unintended implications on humanitarian efforts in Haiti. Finally, there cannot be a sustainable long-term answer to the economic, humanitarian, and security crises in Haiti without finding a Haitian-led and Haitian-owned political solution. We call on all stakeholders to engage in good faith to arrive at a political settlement, and we continue to support BNU's engaging role in this regard. For all efforts to be sustainable, national dialogue must be inclusive, particularly with the full, equal, and meaningful participation of women and the inclusion of youth, to create an environment conducive to peaceful elections as soon as the security situation permits. Any delay in efforts of finding a political solution will only prompt the gangs to continue their rampant violence. In conclusion, the UAE will continue to participate constructively in discussions on action against armed actors in Haiti, including the sanctions measures currently under consideration. We reaffirm our appreciation of the efforts of BNU and all UN staff in Haiti. The UAE also reaffirms its solidarity with the people of Haiti. Thank you, Mr. President.
Je remercie.
I thank the representative of the United Arab Emirates for her statement and now give the floor to the representative of China.
Mr. President, I thank SRSG Lalim for her briefing. I welcome the presence of the foreign ministers from Haiti, Dominican Republic, and other representatives